19.
Oh, okay.
I've got 5 dogs in here.
Yeah. So we're
Okay,
live
thing at
here
the
in the
back of me.
Boneyard, man. Here we are, a good friend of mine, Chris, all the way. You introduce yourself. Normally, I don't introduce people. I let you guys do that. So,
All right. Well, I'm Chris. I'm technically Drowned 10. I come from just outside Edinburgh, in Scotland, sunny old Scotland. I've been playing for a while now, and yeah, Bones here just invited me along, and I thought, oh, hell no.
yeah,
Let's go.
right. No, right? So you're coming all the way from. You're over in England now, or are you still in Newfoundland?
Scotland.
Sorry.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I talk to so many people from all over, right? It's hard to. Then
It's
when I
hard to
hear
keep
the
up.
accents, it's like, oh shit.
Nah,
But,
could be worse. It could be in Nova Scotia. I'm only joking.
no, right? Yeah, you never know. Like I'm always broadcasting from fucking everywhere and anywhere, right?
No, that's it, man.
No, but so as we're sitting here, man, you've had some pretty good music coming out over the years and stuff. Like you sent me a couple videos back there a couple of years back.
Aye.
Like you guys have been pushing pretty good though, eh?
Well, as I said, it's just me.
You're totally independent, right?
Yeah. I've not got a band. It's just solo work, but I've classed it as a band over the years. Just because people really don't take solo musicians as serious as they used to.
No, right.
No, and well, I've kind of I took a wee back seat because the fact that my work came into play. I've been working stupid hours. Mm-hmm. I work in security, so that's my day job. Because of that, I work stupid 14-hour shifts every day. And the days off, I'm not knackered. I just want to relax and chill.
Yeah.
Between that and knocking down garages.
Well, it's like right now we've been pretty busy. Like our work slowed down, but here it's picked up a lot. So like all I wanted to do was lay around in my fucking pajamas today, drink some beers, play some guitar. But you and I'll talk to you any day of the week, man. Like, we've been buddies for quite a while now.
Yeah,
so
man.
It's all good, mate.
Exactly. Oh man, I've not picked up a guitar in ages. I've been working on a couple of bits and pieces, but they're no. I've not even really had a chance to do that. You know, it's
right.
It's crap.
No,
summertime. I'm definitely pushing. I've got 2 weeks off in summer, and I'm going to try and release another mini EP. That's definitely what I'm doing. I've kind of got a couple of things that I would like to get in the pipeline. But it's typical. Because I've not got a band either, I've had to pass up a fair bit of opportunity as well.
I'm the same boat. I'm an independent artist. Like right now, I'm just doing it all myself, trying to collaborate now with other bands, right? But now it's finding. Before it was, how do I get into the studio when nothing's open?
Yeah, so exactly.
I invested into this equipment here, and I can now record at home. But now our work's picking up, and so busy.
It's a catch-22, man.
Yeah,
catch-22.
So I'm gonna basically do one song at a time. As yourself, I'm gonna just release EPs here and there, and then eventually put a full album together with everything, and then that, right? But
well, I watch a lot of. I know this sounds daft, but I watch a lot of All Out England, and he even suggested any new upcoming bands, artists that are wanting to come out, they really should be just releasing the singles. And then once you've got the singles, just like you've said, then like maybe after 6 months, release them all together as a special edition, something. So yeah, that's my aim hopefully for the rest of this year. But my work's been hectic because of the lockdown. I work in, as I said, security, but where I work at, it's a port, so the ports are still open. And unfortunately, it's been manic there, you know what I mean? And I mean, crazy, man. I've been working 6-day weeks and stuff, so you come home and the last thing you want to do is pick up a guitar and start playing. I'd rather pick up a controller and start shooting fucking Doom, you know what I mean?
Like we're doing this huge job for this old age home now that everything's gone down. They've started inspecting old age homes and stuff, and how they run here now, right? We've gone in to go fix all these problems. And man, I got a sliver so big I had to cut it out of my cut it out of my hand while I was like, my hands have been taking a beating up in this attic fixing everything, right? Like,
man.
Yeah, that's brutal. And then, so I go and come home, and every time I push on a string, I push that sliver deeper and deeper.
Exactly. And you're like, no pain, no gain, mate. No pain, no gain.
No, right? So that's what they say, right? Blood, sweat, and tears on that baby right there,
Exactly.
So.
What we do for fucking music?
I know. I don't know. I don't know if I'd still even be here if it wasn't for music.
No, friend, I'm the same, man. I'm exactly the same. I've been doing that road myself, man.
So, what kind of tunes have you been listening to lately, man? Like, what's on your fucking playlist right now?
Believe it or not, I've not really got a playlist as such, but I've been listening to a lot of Believe It or Not, Ginger.
Yeah,
I like
great, man. I've heard that come up a lot lately.
Oh, amazing, man.
Yeah,
I'm a big Dev fan. Townsend. He's a genius, man. Absolute genius. Apart from that, I still listen to Black Label.
I just posted some of their stuff on my little radio thing. I use my story on Facebook as a radio thing, so I don't get shut down. Here's what I would play right now as we're doing shit, But
that's true.
We're investigating, and I've got a couple contacts getting a hold of me now about becoming an actual legit radio station and stuff.
Yeah.
Too. So we're trying to make pretty big strides here, right?
Yeah,
Marie,
exactly.
hello. She's the top fan, man. One of our favorites. I know I personally love this woman,
Cool.
So.
So that's really on my playlist. I'm not a huge. It's a bit crazy. I like re-listening to old stuff. I've been listening to like Pantera again and old Sepultura.
Like going back, Sepultura is one of my favorites, man. Like I got to see them a couple times live, right? One day I'm gonna have to bust out all my concert shirts and just have me holding all fucking pull up my ticket books,
You should do that in the background there.
Yeah. So you've done a fair bit of traveling, though, have you not? Like over the years? You were in Canada when we first met, were you not?
No.
No? You always been traveling?
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit, man. Seriously thought you were like from Newfoundland or New Brunswick.
No, I've always been.
So I never thought to ask.
My flatmate actually, for years and years ago, he comes from Nova Scotia.
Oh, okay.
I can't even mind whereabouts in Nova Scotia. No, I've never been to Canada. I'd love to go. I know it sounds daft, but I've got family over there somewhere.
Somewhere,
my friend's over there. He's up near Alaska. Up that end of the. He's on the Canadian border. Way up. I'm like, what? You off your head?
Yeah, I've been.
You're staying in Scotland, man.
I fucking loved it up there, but I would die in the winter, man. Like I'd just be that fucking frozen block. You have to just hold me out, Like,
just use me as an ice cube, it'd be easier.
Yeah. But it's beautiful up there. I went up in the spring. Might go up this summer, like in their summer. I'm not sure. I got to talk to my friend who's up there and see if I can come up again, right?
Yeah, man.
But
it'll be worth it.
Yeah. I know I'll be coming to Scotland probably next year for sure. Me and my friend, I can't reveal too much, but her and I are going to kind of do a world travel. So
okay.
As part of our travel network, our travel show that will be starting here soon. Wow. So you're definitely on the destination, Scotland. We have a buddy over in Ireland. We want to go do like a pub crawl here, pub crawl there,
Oh, you need to try the Rose Street Challenge when you're over here.
Oh, yeah? Ooh.
In Edinburgh.
I'll start training now.
I'm trying to remember, is it 31 or 51 pubs?
Yeah.
On one street.
Oh, here's a friend of ours now. We're on YouTube.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like with this here streaming stuff, we can broadcast on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Everything's connected now.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the guy who normally runs the Backstage Brandon there, man, if it wasn't for Backstage Brandon, fuck, I would never know any of this shit. Like,
no, I've not got a clue about it, man.
Yeah. Oh, there's our friend all the way from New Zealand. Suzanne, right? So.
Right, mate. Sorry, bad, I know.
No, right? Yeah. I talk to everybody, right? So you need to come up with my thing. Hey, how's it going, right?
You've got it, man.
Yeah, so.
Well, it's the same as we. That's why I've got like friends like yourself, you know, all over the world, man.
Yeah, right. That's good though. Like, it's amazing.
Great network.
Yeah. How the network has expanded with the times, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Back in the day, what you made a tape and you handed it out to like anybody and everybody, right? If you were lucky, you had a local radio station you'd ride your bike down to. Fucking had this tape you made in the garage.
We had I was in a band years ago, and I mean, like, a bit of a strange band, but it's they were cool. We actually lasted 9 years, believe it or not. And we did that with Skindred. Believe it or not, we actually took them a CD and they were listening to it and they were in the bus. It was cool, man. We were hanging out with them. But it was we were a Christian metal band, believe it or not.
No way, yeah.
So man, we were actually the heaviest band in Britain for that particular type. You ever heard of a band called Norma Jean?
No, but I will write that down.
Honestly, mate, if they're a Christian metal band, believe it or not.
Yeah?
Yeah, Tooth and Nail Records.
Couple heavy ones. I'm pretty sure POD's pretty religious, right?
Yeah, Payable on Death, that's what I think it is. But, I'm sorry, Susan, I tried to always get accent.
Yeah.
That's like saying I'm Irish.
Oh, yeah. There it is, yeah.
But no, it's the Norma Jean are probably one of the heaviest bands you'll ever hear that's Christian based, and it's bizarre, man. But man, honestly, I'm trying to remember what's one of the singles, one of the songs that I listen to. It's Shotgun something. But honestly, it's just about 2.5 minutes worth of brutality.
Oh, wow.
Think of Cannibal Corpse.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Meets Nile.
Wow, man.
And that's kind of what you're looking at.
Exploded.
It's almost like Gent.
Yeah.
Wow, your family's from Scotland.
Oh wow, eh?
That's cool. Which part of Scotland? I know I might not know them.
Yeah, it's a small island, right?
Oh, it's tiny, you know.
Everybody.
I know 5 millionaires, you know.
Yeah, oh, that's Jim down the road. I know that guy, right?
Well, you never know. I might actually know.
Right? Oh, I gotta ask though, what season are you in, man? You guys are in your springtime, summertime now, right?
Yeah, we're actually just coming into our lovely summertime. It's been absolutely lovely today here as well. It's been I think it's been late teens degrees wise.
Oh wow!
Nice. Which I know you is it
depends on where you are.
It's Fahrenheit.
I get confused being from the States and Canada, back and forth all the time. So
you will do. Canada
I just stick
Celsius,
to the States. You know, 32 degrees is fucking cold. Aye. But here at 32 degrees, it's like boiling hot. You know,
exactly. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
But that's right. They use Fahrenheit and you use Celsius. That's fucked up, man.
I know, right?
Like, come on. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
You have to be different, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking 32 degrees, you bastard, you're lucky.
Yeah. Be lost fucking snowing out, you know.
I know. I think our weather systems are about the same, to be honest. Very small, close to each other. They're not the same. We don't get as much snow as you do anymore.
No, this year, like last weekend being May 24 is a pretty big weekend here for, I guess it goes back to the colonial days with the food and stuff or whatever, right? But here it's just a big party. It means buy a 2 for a beer, fucking go party, right? So it actually
just a legal excuse.
Yeah. It normally snows, it fucking rains and sleets every year. This year it was short t-shirt, man. People were out, like you could actually go camping and do something, right?
Fucking hell, man. 3 weeks ago it was snowing.
No way, wow.
And I mean heavy snow. It stopped a couple of roads, you know what I mean? That's how bad it was. Yeah. I'm like, what? This is the middle I'm at, me. What the
fuck? Yeah. Things are definitely changing in the weather, man.
Oh, man.
Sure, bud. Like,
I'm expecting I said that to my wife. I said I expect us to be shorts, t-shirt, and that at Christmas time. You know, like Spain and all that.
Yeah, it's all nice and fucking. You're on your porch.
You know when it's bad when it's bad when Russia's in the 20s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the coldest inhabited places in northern Russia where people live there. It's like it was wild.
I think it's usually about -20 up that neck of the woods. My pal, I had a friend of mine went away and went away up to. He drove right through Russia on his motorbike.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, are you off your head? He drove all the way through Russia on his motorbike and went to most places. And he says when I got up to the north end of Russia, he says it was -52.
How would you even ride your motorcycle?
Well, that's what I wondered. But then he was telling me, but he had the gloves, you know, the ones that are actually on the handlebars.
Yeah, you'd just be stuck to the bike.
Basically, I think he had about 8 layers of clothes on me, and he got frostbite in his fingers.
Wow, no doubt.
And he had heated gloves on, a heated grip bar, as well as he had normal gloves inside him.
Oh wow!
And he still got frostbite on his fingers.
Holy! I would have turned around long ago.
I'm not going to Russia. Never did anything else.
Yeah. Going south.
I'm going where it's nice and warm, man. You know?
Yeah, 100%, man.
I wouldn't mind Germany. Germany's okay. I didn't mind that, but I would do that in Oktoberfest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, I was supposed to go there last year, but with everything that went on and stuff, but whatever. But yeah, I was told about a few different festivals that were a little bit better than the one I was going to go to and stuff. So I might trip around Europe for quite a while once my friend and I get the arrangements and everything's good to go, right? Yeah. So we'll figure that out, right? Okay, I'll be announcing that officially soon too, with who's involved, where we're going, and all that. I'm just waiting for everything to go through. Click.
You know, man. Yeah, no, hey, it's cool.
Yeah, we actually have a new logo coming too. So, this is our logo from last year. And every year I've changed up the logo a bit, so it's morphed a little bit. So the new logo that's coming soon from our friend Charlotte, who's drew it up and going to make it official. So that'll be coming out soon too.
Wow. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's amazing what you can do nowadays.
Oh, aye. So that's crazy, man. Mm-hmm. On the comfort of your own house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the best part. Like, well, not the best part. I'm a traveler. I like to get out. I like to be social and shit, right?
So do I. I just don't.
This past year is really kind of fucking showing, you know, like, you got to figure out new ways to do what you do, right? So
yeah. Hopefully I can get a band together this coming year and actually get out and play. I've had to get up too much like tours and stuff.
Yeah.
I've kicked my backside thinking about it. And I mean that's crazy, but the amount of offers that was off, you know, to go and do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I just nutcase?
Yeah, just like man.
I did have a band. I actually did have two guys that came. I had a good friend of mine who I ended up teaching the bass lines to. But two of the guys came from Portugal.
Oh wow!
And logistically, it was just it just wasn't working out for us.
Yeah.
No fault through any fault of theirs, but I mean,
just the way it went, right?
Aye, well, one of the guys works nearly 24 hours a day. And I'm not kidding you. And honestly, his wages at the end of the year is like $9,000.
Wow.
Euros wise. And you're like, what the fuck? That's shite.
Yeah. That's no good.
It's not. He doesn't even get holidays.
Wow.
So he came over here for a weekend. He took days off, and he came over here. It was like once every month. He came over here for a weekend and would go and practice for the full weekend. Then they'd fly back home. And that is what we did. I used to send them videos of me like playing the guitar. And roughly showing them the tracks that I was working on. And don't get me wrong, it worked really well. The fuel was there, and it was just a shame, but the logistical side, it wasn't worth him losing the amount of money he was losing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I told him to get his backside over here, but he doesn't speak English. Which is the problem.
Yeah.
He can speak it when he's on like Messenger, like what we do.
I've found that a few times now. We've had a couple of bands from overseas. I've been talking to some guys from Spain. We just had a dude come out of France. We're gonna have him back on. Actually, our friend Marie here, she is going to do our translation because he could. So we had to type the questions in the private chat, and then kind of go to question 2, my friend, and then he would read it and then answer it the best he could. Right? So yeah.
Fair enough.
So it went good. It went all right, but so we've lined up the translator for times in need, right?
Well, you kind of have to. You do.
Yeah.
No, it's a shame though, but that's what life throws at you, man. You know, you just got to take it and go with it as best you can.
That's a shame, eh?
Well, that's what I mean.
When you can see it, like you said, you can see the potential. You can see that.
Exactly. I mean, it was there. It was there. The bass player, the guy that was the bass player, originally did the artwork for one of my really early solo albums.
Yeah.
And he's a really good friend of mine, but he ended up having a family. So I was like, well, I can't know what, you know, I'm not going to stand in the way of that. Plus, he's changed jobs and he's away from home like yourself.
Yeah. My job takes me a fair bit, right?
Yeah. Well, he's the same. He's up and down the country. He works in IT, but it's like working with the Sage product.
Oh, okay.
Sage accounts. So he's an account. He's technically like a account IT manager.
Yeah. So he's all over.
Exactly, and because of that being all over the place, you can't really say, "Well, we're going to practice this time," because he could be getting sent away or on call. He's only one in Britain for his job.
It was like that when I worked at the airport when I was younger. I was on my normal shift, and then we were on call for 2 weeks of the month, where they could just call you anytime, every time. Fuck, you'd be there for literally 2 weeks straight. You'd get home, you'd shower, they'd call you. Back to the airport, man. Fuck.
Exactly.
Like, I'll sleep in the back for a bit. They didn't mind, like, if you were there for that, you were in between planes, catch a nap real quick, man. You're still on the clock, though, right? It was like, I have no life.
No,
right? So, yeah.
That's just what this job technically is like.
Yeah, I'll just live here in the airplane hangar, right? Fucking. As much as I love that job and shit, but.
No, you will.
Man,
I mean, it would be cool, but at the same time, it's demanding as fuck.
Man.
It just takes up.
It's worse than being in a band. Like, I'd rather just be in a band and fucking cheer fries because we're so poor than do that for $1 million. You know.
No, I think as you could run about the entire country just on what you make as a band shows, and that would do me. But we all know that's no reality.
No, right? Yeah, and, you know, so many of them are like, even us, like independent. Whether you're in a band, but you're an independent band, you're not signed to a major like Empire fucking Records or whatever the shit is, right? And you're just out there. Everyone works full time still. Like, it's hard to line up the interviews per se.
Yeah,
right? So
exactly.
They're in a different country. They also work, you know. So if you got someone like yourself, you're 6 hours ahead of us or whatever, right? So
yeah, I bet that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fuck makes it challenging, but it's I wouldn't do it any other way, man.
No, you're not.
Caution here, right?
So, no, would not, man. Yeah. The passion's still there. It's just that it's on hiatus.
Yeah, no. Hey, it's all right though, but it's good to see like that you can still take that little bit of a break or whatever. It's okay to take some downtime when you need it, right? Like,
well, you need it. You do. I mean, I actually the story behind me getting into the music side itself was I actually had a heart attack 5 years ago, and after I had the heart attack, because of my age, I'm not exactly old in that respect. I had it when I was 36, and I found out I was diabetic, and I was like, "Hey, great, fantastic, thanks very much." Fucking kick me till I'm done. But when I came out of the hospital, I realised life's too short. life is way too short for this,
Yeah.
and that's what drove me into doing Stand, the first album.
Yeah, that was an excellent
like,
album, by the way.
Thanks very much.
No, I liked it. I enjoyed it, man.
Where I'm sitting right now is where it was produced.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing, though. Like, you're in the studio now. Yeah.
And even the later stuff, this is where it is. This is exactly where I sit and do everything.
Wow, eh?
I've got too many guitars now, that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I've got 4 sitting next to me, and I've got another 4
in the back,
sitting in the back there. In fact, you can see them. You can see one of them right about here.
Oh yeah.
Fact, see where that blue jacket is?
Yeah.
I've got 2 under it.
That's funny.
The other one's the Les Paul.
Yeah.
So I've kind of went for being right into it to being more into the collecting.
yeah, no, exactly, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
hi guys.
Too. Hey, you made her on.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. I clearly I jumped in at the right time.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late, and I'm not sticking around long. Unfortunately, emergency daughter is coming home, so I'm here for 5 seconds. I apologize.
No, it's cool, man. No problem.
So, I have no idea where you guys are. I'm not up to speed. I'm really happy that I jumped in on this interview, though, because my mom's side of the family is from Scotland, so it's really nice to get a little bit of home while you're talking.
Oh, well, there you go. So,
yeah, my grandmother and my grandmother was born in Glasgow.
All right, okay.
And my mom was born in Bishopbriggs.
Oh, that's where my
in a house about this big.
That's about right, aye.
Yeah.
That's right.
So.
No, it's not far from me, Bishopbriggs. Not far from me.
Okay.
About 30-minute car journey.
Right on. Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. I jumped in right when you were saying that you've had 5 heart attacks and life's too short. Or had a heart attack 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Life's too short.
I'm surprised about 5 heart attacks. I'm still here.
Right.
No, I'm the one with the multiple heart attacks.
Oh, didn't you say that?
No, I did.
Have you?
So yeah. But that's another story for another day.
Good.
So, so where are you guys at in conversation?
Literally that. No, it's just we're talking about where I started doing the Drowned 10 stuff, and that's what was the catalyst for it all. With me after having the heart attack, I went, fuck it, I'm just going to go and do what I love doing. Saw the consequences. Life's too short, and okay, it's not been as big as everybody would hope to be, as a huge star and all the rest of it. But I think that's probably where I'm an artist more than a sellout in that respect. I've not got a huge following. I've not got millions of dollars in the bank. I wish, but to be fair, I mean, I'm grateful with everybody who has got my music, has listened to the stuff, even commented on it, shared it. It might even be 10, but see that 1, even, it's enough. It makes it worthwhile for me actually getting up and doing it when I do it. But I was just explaining to TJ there, it's a bit hard for me now because of the fact of the lockdown, my work, it doesn't stop. I didn't go on furlough. Actually, I worked harder. I've worked 6 days a week, so my music's had to fall to the wayside, and it's just life comes into it, you know what I mean? So, but I'm hoping to get that back after the summertime because I'm off for 2 weeks, and I'm getting a new studio built at last. Nice. So and then hopefully new stuff will be coming out. So
right on. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have that time to restore that chaotic balance, eh?
You've got to. You have got to.
Yeah. TJ, when are we going to get that time?
That time is going to come once the new schedule rolls out, because we're having a lot new content coming out, and it's going to be other people helping create the shit that we're going to be watching. So we actually have the cooking show. We have a fucking everything just went poof, gone.
Encounters. We have some campfire conversations.
We will have some outdoor canoeing and survival skills, I guess you could say.
Yeah. We're going to do band in a van, which is going to be fun.
Wow. He's actually going to. He's thinking about going with a band. Touring with them for a couple of a couple of weeks. One of my brothers owns a VW bus that's in mint condition. It's got a projector in it to watch TV, and it's got a little couch and a stove and a little beer fridge and stuff like that. So since my brother is going blind, I offered to help keep it in the condition that it's in, and we would use his van for shows, and I would take him traveling and drive across Canada, and we're just gonna have a fucking blast in it, and we're gonna interview bands all the way through, because why not? So that's what we're up to. TJ's got a traveling show too, though. He's gonna do some time lapsing with the travel and hanging out with some bands and stuff. Mine just kind of like fell into my lap. That wasn't supposed to happen, but my brother is also my merch guy, so I went to go pick up. Right, so I went to go pick up some of his merchandise, and there was this big beauty named Bertha sitting in the driveway, just waiting for me to give her a hug. and the best part is right now she's automatic.
You don't even gotta. You just drop her, drive, and go.
Right. Yeah, but she's got everything, man. And she does, and she's good on gas, because he's talking about dropping a Subaru engine in her, because we want to drive out to BC to see my brother Mike, who Mike and Adam were my older brother's best friends growing up, and they took over being my brothers once my brother passed away. So it's only right that I take one to see the other. And but why not make a show out of it? I mean, I got to work while I'm out, so this is the best way to do it.
Yeah, and we have friends across the country, like fucking. As they all slip my fucking brain, I'm like, you're lost with me.
We've got bands from here to BC. Mike actually just hooked me up today. Mike actually just hooked me up with Rob Clark from. He's out of BC, and then we go as far as Newfoundland. I myself have yet to work with him, but I know a lot of musicians that are close friends of ours have worked with Justin Dean out in Newfoundland.
Oh wow.
And I know Clint Curtis and Adam Baxter and a couple other guys out there. So from here to Newfoundland, we've got content spread right across Canada.
That's cool. That's what you need.
So yeah. So it should be interesting.
This year's going to be fantastic. I'm going to have a lot less work to do because of the other people doing their own shit. And then we have Roll the Dice coming with Charlotte, which is a D&D adventure.
I saw that. That's going to be fun.
It will be based around music. So it'll be like the 80s hair bands got to go to hell to get their gear back before the show.
Pretty cool.
So we're working the final details out on how to make that work. But that'll be a coming.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I still have to get a hold of Lenny. I have not. I should have done it when I said I was going to do it, but I'm going to get a hold of Lenny, and maybe I'm going to put the bug in Ryder's ear for a wrestling show.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I know our cooking show. Our first we're doing in Vail, so we'll be cooking Romanian and Cuban food. And talking about their music and we'll listen to all their singles, right? And then we'll be talking and critiquing all their music as we're cooking the meals from their culture. So that's gonna be good, man.
No, you should definitely do it in the travels. Do it in the travels when you're out, because give us a visit, chef, for a while.
Right.
What and I'm certainly not gonna eat haggis again.
Why?
So delicious.
I think you can answer that on your own.
See, if you never knew what it was, I bet it'd be a different story.
I mean, but see, here's the thing. I've never set foot in Scotland. Not only do I know what it is, I've eaten it a couple of times.
Well, you've had bad haggis.
Yeah.
No,
I just can't. I've tried. I've had it prepared by more than one person.
Well, that's like buying fried chicken from Popeyes and KFC and saying you don't like fried chicken, but you go down south and have some real fried chicken.
But here's the thing, I've had it prepared by my grandmother. I've had it prepared by a chef. I've had it prepared by somebody who just knows how to cook. And all 3 times I didn't like it. So it's not that I don't like it prepared a certain way. Right, okay. I just don't fucking like it. You know what I mean?
I'm right.
But I have tried. Especially being a first generation Canadian, where my mom's side, I was the first one born in Canada from my mom's side of the family. So we maybe we can find something that because like TJ is more the one doing the cooking show, but maybe we can find something that you and I can try to cook.
That'd be cool.
I hear that's really big.
Yeah. Like right. I don't know. Maybe I can get my mom to come over and we'll do the show with my mom. Actually, my mom can cook. My mom. Yeah, like maybe I'll get her. Do you know how to make sausage meat?
Yeah.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we should do that.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, we should do that.
That'd be square sausage.
It has to be square. It has to. No, it can't be any other way.
No.
Or as everybody else would know, a Lorden sausage.
Right.
Have you ever had black pudding?
Square. Pardon?
You ever had black pudding?
Yes, but I was very young, so it's something that I would have to revisit now.
Black pudding's close to haggis, but not the same.
Yeah. I was.
It's actually it's a lot sweeter, taste than the haggis. One thing I will tell you though is if you're going to try haggis again, just in case, get some brown sauce and put it in the haggis.
Ooh.
That spices
up. Okay, maybe I'll try it one more time.
And mix it in. Right. If you've got mashed, I'll just say it, mashed tatty and deeps. Mix it together. Okay. Quite a bit of salt, bit of brown sauce, and have
I know strange with the salt.
You'll honestly, it changes it completely. Changes
it. All right. Yeah, that's like mince and potatoes. Everybody always eats it with just. Oh, I love mince and potatoes. But I eat it like my grandfather. I have to eat it with a bottle of ketchup on it.
I like you.
Yeah. I think we just became friends.
That's like some of my stepson would do.
Well, I mean, like it's just like stuff I grew up with.
That's it. Everybody. I mean, what you like is something that I might not like. Yeah, that's the whole point of life. Yeah. But no, I mean, whatever floats you. I mean, I still have mince and tatties. My gran used to make them, and she used to put them in a bowl. Mince underneath, tatties on top, and it was like a wee mini shepherd's pie I had.
It was so good. I know, it's so good. TJ, I don't know if you know what mince and potatoes is, but okay, never mind. Yeah. Good, I don't have to explain it.
I think it's kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? Mince and potatoes. But I love cooking. I must admit.
Yeah, I just love food in general, right? Like,
you know what else we should do is custard from scratch.
The what?
We should do custard from scratch.
Which way? School way or the real way?
I've never met anybody else that knows that there's 2 ways to make it.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a few ways to make it.
No, I know, but like there's 2 ways to make it.
Everybody knows a school.
Right. Right. Okay, okay. This. I'm glad I jumped in when I did. I'm sorry I have to jump out again in a minute.
That's all right. I think we're wrapping up today's show. We're fucking just kind of chilling, right? So.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'm glad I jumped in when I did. So. I do apologize. I was expecting to jump in right on time because I told TJ that I was ready earlier today. And we had spoken earlier, so I was like, I'm sure TJ will give me, at least 2 hours or whatever. I'll go for a walk. I'm not too far away from home. TJ texts me. He's like, so we'll be ready to go live in about an hour. I was like, Wait, you mean the interview?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. Fuck, I'm not home.
That's partly my fault.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Today, she kept asking me what time. I'm like, I don't know. Because I know how you are. Like, when we're shooting the shit, it's always pretty just laid back whenever he goes down. So I was like, whenever he tells me we're going live, that's when we're going live, right?
Well, I guess
and I had a couple of things I had to do today. So I just wanted to kind of like plan before and after. And finally I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going for my walk. And, you know, so I'm late, but I'm here. Better late than never, I suppose.
Yep.
You know,
I got unicorn cupcakes to do decorate. So.
So I don't know if TJ's told you, but I'm never, ever, ever, ever speechless unless we're like unicorn cupcakes come out of TJ's mouth with no precursor to why.
Yeah. I'll take a selfie for you.
No, and don't send it to me.
All right.
Well, do you remember the post I put up a little while ago about the things I do to the pictures that people send me?
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a picture, so I dressed it up with a little hat and shoes and a gun and a wine glass, and I sent it back. Then I sent it to his mother.
There you go.
Well, even better.
Yeah. Look what your boy's doing.
I'm actually the wine.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just don't be rude. That's all.
Yeah, right.
So, and I think, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But I will send them to other people. I don't care after I dress them.
You're quite right.
Right? Scarves, tattoos. I don't care. So, TJ, did you ask our lovely guest if there's anything we haven't covered that we haven't talked about yet, since I haven't been here the whole interview?
Not yet.
I jump in to ask the reoccurring question and leave?
Sorry.
So,
feel free to ask the question.
I'm sure that you guys have talked about a lot, but is there anything that TJ nor I have covered that you want to cover before we kick the world out and keep you to ourselves for a little while?
You can find his music right there.
Yeah. Please feel free to check it out.
All right.
It's free. Mind, I'm Scottish.
Yeah, eh?
Everything's free in Scotland.
Wait, what Scotland do you live in?
What Scotland?
Yeah, you said everything's free in Scotland. I said, what Scotland do you live in?
Oh, hey, okay.
I'm moving there now.
So I couldn't resist.
Sorry. I don't live in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
I'm from Ontario. I wouldn't know.
Just say that to DJ earlier on. My flatmate was from Nova Scotia, and he was a farmer. So,
Go on. Before I get in trouble for saying more.
Don't worry about it. Say it. I'm not going to get. Who's going to get in trouble?
I don't know.
I'm more worried about the censorship than anything.
Man, I've said some of the fucking. I won't even go into some of the shit I've said. You'll have to do your research and watch some of the shit. We haven't been shut down yet.
Type in the search bar, shows where Amanda yells at TJ live. I think there's been 3 times where I've been like, TJ! And then realize we're live, and I'm like, shit.
I don't believe in censorship to a certain degree. Obviously, you got to censor some shit, you know.
No, I don't believe in censorship either, but Zuckerberg does.
Yeah.
We don't need to get zucked because of my dirty mouth.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure this was a really good interview.
See, the problem is that's when it becomes a bit more in-depth with politics that way, because you're like, well, hang on a minute, that was meant to be freedom of speech.
Yeah, yeah.
So what the fuck is the censorship for?
Yeah, we don't have freedom of speech in Canada. We have freedom of expression.
We have freedom of speech. We don't have freedom of the press.
If you want to be really honest, nowhere has freedom of speech.
No, we have freedom of expression, and we do have freedom of the press. And our prime minister said the other day that we have the freedom of assembly. Now, he said a bunch of other stuff after that was very important, but that's not the point here. The point is, he said we have the freedom, peaceful assembly. Our prime minister said that.
Yep.
So if that's the case, then we should all be able to peacefully assemble right now. Right. No? But, I mean, living in Ontario, I got to wait a couple more weeks. Yeah, I know. I don't feel that. I was born here. So.
Well, I know what you mean. Where I stay is a place called Falkirk. And if you've watched Braveheart, it's actually mentioned in it. Battle of Falkirk. And we're the same on Terrible, right? Well, we've got get yourself to Falkirk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like
that's the censorship side.
I got quite a bit of that because my family is actually the MacLeod clan and the McKendrick clans.
Oh, right.
The MacLeod. I always think of Highlander.
That's my family. Yeah, those are my ancestors. My grandfather is Louis MacLeod, and my grandmother is Jennifer McKendrick, and both of their middle names were for the clans that we were from.
Wow.
So, yeah, and it's ironic that it was because my grandfather's an only child, but my grandmother has 7 siblings. And it was ironic that she was the one who ended up with the clan name for the middle name and then married my grandfather, who had his clan name as his middle name.
Dear me. Well,
so
I've no clan. No, seriously. My surname's actually English.
Oh, wow. Say that again?
I'm saying my surname's English.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not telling you. Well, I could tell you.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ten's not my real surname.
Right.
I did a Ramones thing here. So everybody that was joining the band. Well, everybody that was going to join the band was going to be just the first name and then 10. So it kind of went in line. My real surname's Turpin. And I'm related to Dick.
Yeah.
A infamous highwayman over here. He is actually my ancestor. But I've done all my genealogy as well. My dad's side of the family, they always come from York.
Oh wow!
So I've got a big family base in York area. But believe it or not, my surname actually means, and it's crazy, but the very first Turpin on record is actually the true version of Thor.
Wait a minute. No. Can you spell your last name for me, please?
Yeah, Turpin.
Okay. I grew up actually with some Turpins here in Canada. My mom's surname. So my grandfather is Girdwood, actually. Right, okay. And that family name died with my uncle when he died in 2001. And my grandmother, my great grandfather is a Hutton, but my great grandmother is actually a DeVos.
Very French name, huh?
Yes, and they're actually one of the first 13 families, the 13 colony. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like right back to my great ×3 grandmother, right down to one of my daughters, one out of the 2, we all have type O negative blood. We all fit. Yeah. We all fit the criteria for one of the 13.
Wow.
Yeah. So like my great grandmother, she left her family. They disowned her and took away all of her, everything that was to be hers when she, everything that was to be hers when she turned a certain age. They took it all away from her because she wanted to marry my great grandfather, who was just some peasant man who, he was a pastor who had his own church.
Right.
But his father was a hatter.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And that's why my grandmother's side of the family my great grandmother's side of the family didn't want her to have anything to do with my great grandfather because they didn't come from good blood, so to speak. Right. So my great grandmother was like, well, fuck this, I'm out of here. And, her and my great grandfather ended up together, and they actually built quite the life. They had a bicycle company that Churchill came in and took from them and took all their product and everything because he had to build weapons for the war. Yeah. So my family lost everything, and they ended up sleeping under their floorboards with, guns at like 10 to 12 years old, ready to shoot themselves instead of go to concentration camps. And it was pretty crazy. So, yeah. So my great grandmother, I don't know how she did it, but they all survived. Every one of them survived. And my grandmother and my grandfather ended up over here in 1966.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with my mom and my uncle. And the boat that they were on, the Mayflower, they came over on the voyage where they discovered the hole. Huh. My family was on that. And my uncle was one of the little kids that had that unknown infection on the boat, and he survived. He actually survived until he was like in his 30s. Oh, passed away in 2001. We have no idea why. Yeah, but so that's pretty interesting family history, eh?
Yeah. Now you know.
Wow.
Yeah, the more you know, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that's actually the first time I've ever put my family history down on a table for anybody. So
there you go.
Breaking news.
Yeah. I don't even know our history. Like, I know it, but I don't. Like, my sister knows it, so I just ask her every time, hey, tell me about this. Tell me about that. Yeah. When we get her on the show, I'll get her to explain all that shit.
Speaking of which, my sister asked me when we were going to do our siblings show.
Oh, yeah. Let me talk to Colleen. I'll text her right now.
Okay, yeah, because my sister's in my chat bubble right here, but I'll wait until we're done the show to answer her because she talks more than I do.
Yeah.
So, and I'm watching out the window. My kid's not home yet. So.
I'm like your grandfather.
Yeah.
Great grandfather. I'm a single child. Only kid. Thank God at times.
Yeah.
Other times I wish I had. Trust me.
I have 16 siblings.
I wished for one.
Yeah, no doubt though, right?
16.
I grew up with 2. I'm related to 8, and then those 8 also have siblings. But we don't discriminate. We're all related.
Exactly. No, you're quite right.
So my dad was married and had 2 kids. And then he ended up with my mom and had me. Him and my mom split up. My mom had 2 kids. My dad had another kid. Then he split up from Kim. Ended up with another kid that we didn't find till 3 years ago. And all of us have siblings.
Wow.
So like I've got two sisters. My little brother has 4 brothers and a sister. My younger sister has 2 sisters. I have 2 sisters. We have a stepbrother and a stepsister that have been around for more than 20 years, so they're included.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big family.
Yep. So I'm the oldest. I'm directly in the middle. I'm one of the 3 oldest. I'm one of the oldest. I'm also one of the youngest. I'm also an only child.
None of that makes sense.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense. I'm the only one. I'm the only one by my mom and my dad. I'm the oldest one in the house.
Yep.
I'm the center of my dad's 5 kids. I'm the oldest of my mom's kids. I'm the oldest of all the kids that are related. I am the youngest of all, not the youngest, I'm one of the youngest of all 16 kids in general.
Yeah.
So yes, I am all of those things.
I see where you're coming from in that way. Yeah.
Fuck, I'm like a soap opera, man. Whose goddamn story is this?
You need your own show.
You don't even know, dude. You know how many times I've tried to write an autobiography and then I have more to add in and more to add in. My autobiography is like fucking 350 pages.
So our comedy show might be starting early.
When early? Like tomorrow? Monday?
Not quite tomorrow, but a couple days from now, yeah.
Saturday is today, Amanda.
Yeah, tonight actually. So no, they'll be starting soon though. It's gonna start early for sure. They want to jump right on that. So
okay, so if they're gonna start on Monday, okay.
Not Monday. Be the 7th. Whatever the fuck that is.
Next Monday. So the schedule hasn't changed.
No,
okay, well, if you're working, I'll just sit backstage on Restream to watch to see how things go.
Yeah, I'll figure out what's going on because I'm probably on the road, so I'll probably get Brandon to run the backstage.
Okay, well, if not, I'm there.
Birthday engagement, which we have yet to announce, but we will be announcing that soon because we're not sure what we're doing, if we're doing the cooking show or the campfire conversations or both.
Or both.
So we'll figure that out. Plus,
we have do both. Let's make it easier.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why don't you just put a grill on the campfire and cook on the campfire?
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'll talk to her now.
Might as well. I mean, she might even be watching.
She probably is. Oh, I think she's doing some artwork for the D&D show.
Oh, right on. Awesome. I'm excited about that, even though I have no idea how
to I got to sit in on the one that they've run. They've been running it for 3 years now, the way that story goes or whatever. It was pretty funny, man. It was fun. I enjoyed listening while I was going over shit and fucking. So
all right.
I'm kind of excited too, so I can't wait.
I'm in. I'm in for it. Yeah. I have to go over to Adams to pick up an order for Danielle and some other stuff for another band who just released an album and is releasing another album.
Oh yeah.
So you know how Rippard was on the compilation, the Waterloo compilation album?
Yeah.
For the covers.
Yeah.
Well, Rippard's got an album that they're working on. It's going to be out in a little while. So I got them all car decals and lighters as a little congratulations. This is awesome. Because Ryder wanted lighters, but ordering them in bulk is expensive. So
I hear you,
man. So I had some done for the band. They don't know unless one of them is watching. They do now, but I hadn't said anything to them.
So I'll understand. Our merch will be up soon too. We'll know.
Yes. Chris called me yesterday. He has started the store. I believe he just moved.
I knew there was some stuff going on. He was moving and this and that. So
yes, and we just officially started the Escapology Wikipedia project.
Excellent.
So there's that, and he should be coming down in the next week or two for us to do some filming at Nightmares.
Nice.
Pretty amazing.
All right.
So
I'll let another friend of mine know that she'll probably want to be in part of that program, though.
Yeah, I talked to Chris, and he said he is in for the once a month with JoJo.
Yes.
So we've got maybe a Sunday night sideshow. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we're working on it. We got a whole month to pull it and wing it. We got a whole month to wing it.
No, we don't, because somebody decided that they were going to book us for that whole month.
Yeah. I got a show. We're got like 20 shows in a row next month.
Yeah, I know. You should talk to that guy and smack him for not giving us a day off.
I know. That's why we had this weekend, and this kind of week has been pretty slow. You know, just gearing up for me. Not really. I've been working my ass off. But.
I know. I haven't stopped either. It actually gave me the opportunity to bump up Kiss Craze. So the Kiss Encounter show will probably start the first week of July.
Okay.
I just have to figure out who I want to pull on first. We have a bunch of guests lined up.
Yeah.
I just got to talk to Chris. So you're getting all the dirt from us. Like, we don't usually do this. Usually it's like, we got one thing to announce and then we're off to the races. And here we are just dropping everything on the table.
Yeah.
This is fun.
And I've had fuck all to say.
That's what happens when Amanda shows up. Nobody else gets to talk.
Well, Chris 10, Drowning 10, baby. You got some nice shit. People should definitely be checking your stuff out. We can definitely find you over here at Spotify, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm on all the different platforms apart from Google. I think they've shut down, haven't they? Yeah, you can check me out anywhere on Facebook, Instagram.
I'll post up one of your videos off of YouTube there.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, actually, I'll put up, and then we have.
You're smoking, I'm smoking.
Your last
You're right,
wish.
I'm smoking.
Your Last Wish is on tomorrow, baby, all the way from Montreal. Legendary band. I got a little promo for them. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Did you put little puke buckets on your shoes?
Yeah.
When you fangirl, you got somewhere for it to go?
I do. I know, man. This band gets me every time. I'm like,
I know.
That they even talk to us and like want to hang out and shit, right?
You guys like a little schoolgirl when they're around. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's no different with me with Razor and Ripper, though. I'm the same way.
No, right? So it'll be good. So,
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on conference to make sure the video is cool, and then I'll be posting that up. So, but in the meantime, I'll get some of your videos up, get some of your.
And when we finish our live and we pull you backstage, I'll give you a little bit of information about Sofa City Sounds before I disappear because my kid's on her way. And we'll go from there. Cool. TJ, is there anything else that you want to mention?
No, I think we're good, man. It was a fucking fun show today. I enjoyed this. It was so laid back. It was just what I needed today, right?
Right on.
It's been like that for me as well. I mean, as I said to you earlier on, I've been fucking ripping in the garage today.
Yeah. I know.
I'm
like, what are you doing? He's like, taking your fucking garbage out.
You messaged me this morning. I'm going, shit, I've got this thing. I forgot about it. Working. And I'm like, what fucking time? And then I asked you, what do I need? That is a special software I need. I'm fucking in it.
Your mouth is pretty clean for a Scotsman, eh?
That's me getting the telling off.
Yeah, Drowning 10, baby.
Exactly. You gotta remember, it's 9:30 over here at night, eh?
So, yeah. We're in midday, they're at night, right? So,
So what time is it for you?
Tomorrow. 1 o'clock. We're live tomorrow.
Yeah. 1 o'clock is our show. What time is it for you there in Scotland?
9:30 p.m.
4:30 here. Okay, 5 hours.
5.5. Okay, I thought it was 6. 6.
So it's
pretty soon.
It's long enough where it matters.
For every fucking time zone for people that we talk to, whether you're in Africa or Australia or New Zealand.
I made my first time fuck up yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's all good.
It's easy. It's easy to do, man. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Now I got to make sure I put Eastern Standard Time. Fucking.
You know what? So when I was talking to the Devils in the Details, because they will be a guest on the show shortly, when I said to him, I was like, okay, we're going to call it Canada time and Netherlands time. We're not going to call it Mountain Time, Eastern Standard Time. We're going to call it Canada time and whatever fucking country the other band is from. Time.
No, we got to get that down a little better, right? Yeah, it's hard to fucking
easier that way. This way, there's no fucking up because it was me and the band that did it, right? I messaged him. I was like, shit, are we on the same time zone? He was like, I don't think so.
Hey man, tell me all about it. Preach me the problem.
Listen. The choir's been singing.
Yeah.
So,
we make do, man. It's always a fun time, whether you fucking are an hour late or 6 days behind. Who cares as long as you get on the show?
We don't give a shit, man. We have a good time while we're doing what we do.
Yeah.
And so you were saying that, after your heart attack, you just said, fuck it, you were going to live and do the things that you had to do. And I had 2 heart attacks in 2018. And I tell you, man, your life changes. Yeah, your life changes when you go through something like that. I I decided I was never going to work for anybody else again. And I decided I was going to do what I want, and I was going to publish my books. And instead of trying not to die, I was going to live.
You're right.
And because you value life more. Now you don't care when you die. You care that you do stuff before you die.
Yep.
Right? Whereas before it was, I have to die as old as possible. Now it's, I don't care how old I am, but I better get that shit in while I'm alive. You know, and I, well, it's true. And I stopped breathing for probably like 2 or 3 minutes. It felt like a half an hour, but it's probably 2 or 3 minutes. And in that 2 or 3 minutes, the experience that I had, we only take our memories with us.
Yeah.
We don't
get to take shit with you.
No, not like, but like,
none of it matters. It's all
our thought process
things.
doesn't come with us. The mechanics of the way our brains work are none of this physical, nothing. No. It's just whatever memories we have, those are the things that we live on, which could explain why we do have like spirits and see residuals around and stuff like that in this world, because we do only bring our memories with us, and sometimes we're only stuck on one memory. At least that was for my experience, right? So now I make every memory that I can, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day if I might not wake up tomorrow. None of us might wake up tomorrow, but the difference is well, for the three of us,
noon, I hope.
well, here's the thing, like for the three of us know we might not wake up tomorrow. TJ is a cancer survivor. I have PTP, which is the adverse blood clots that the vaccines are causing. So I was diagnosed with that 3 years ago. Right. So I might not wake up tomorrow. I could drop dead during an interview.
Well,
you know what I mean? But the thing is, that would be pretty fucking metal, but let's not. Right? But we don't know.
No.
And the three of us know that better than people that have not gone through the things that we've gone through.
Yep.
You know, and we have to just live. Mm-hmm. You know, they've proven a lot of things to us. We've had a lot of things proven to us over the last year and a half. We are three people that if this were so deadly, we should not have survived.
Yep.
And we're surviving. Mm-hmm. So I'm done trying not to die. I'm going to die anyway.
Die happy.
I'm going to live while I'm waiting to go.
I'm a kind of morbid person when it comes to that. I say, we're all going to die. I'm going to die happy.
That's right. That's right.
And even my sense of humor, I found, has changed. It's very dark. Fucking some of the guys just look at me at work like, you should go see a psychiatrist, man. And I thought that was hilarious, man. I thought that was funny.
No, why'd you call Amanda? That was funny.
Right. Like, check the fucking jury here. No, kind of being funny, you know. But
but the thing is we're. It's not necessarily that we're desensitized. We understand it a little bit differently. Like, I mean, I've had some major people, you know, my brother, my father, my best friend, significant others. I've had a lot of people in my life, my grandfathers, that were very close to me pass away in unfortunate circumstances. Mm-hmm. You know, my uncle was found, my brother was found, you know, my father was a motorcycle accident, my grandfather's cancer. So, like, I understand.
Well, that's the problem. People are not exposed to death like they used to be. Back in the day, your grandma would die in the chair and you'd carry her out back and fucking bury her. Like, that's how it was. It was all around you all the time.
Yeah.
As we grow as a society, we distance ourselves from certain shit. One is violence to a certain degree or confrontation. Apparently, we're not allowed to have our kids have confrontations anymore. You know what that's just fucking ridiculous. But most people go their whole lives without even seeing one dead body.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucking weird and more morbid than not seeing one, considering death is the ultimate. It's no different than life. Like, it's too insane, right?
No, and exactly. In some cultures, they guard their bodies for the first 3 days that the bodies have passed away, because that's how long they believe it takes for the soul to move on.
To leave, right? They could wake up in 3 days. They don't, you know.
Right. You know,
right?
So yeah. So they say that that you they used to guard bodies so that their souls would, would go. And that's where the pennies for the ferryman came.
That's what I've
right?
always
Because
believed.
if their soul left them, they gave them the pennies to give to the ferryman for them to bring their soul over to,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
I have it tattooed on my back as part of
I know.
The fucking demon rowing the boat, stepping on the shore, right? Like,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know. I've got fire and life on my chest, so I get it, man.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
I'm catless.
Are you? Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's good though. It's better to have nothing than have a piece of shit on your arm or something, Like
I know too many.
Fucking tribal that everyone has, right?
I just had a piece of shit that I've had for 25 years covered. I just had this covered 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Well, I can wear shorts and a t-shirt, and you'll only see one of my tattoos.
I also got this.
I'm covered from the knees right to here, right? So I haven't got my arms or nothing done yet. I don't know. I've always wanted my chest, my back, my legs, my thighs.
I'm not against tattoos. Like I've always wanted one, but I'm like, well, I'm just too much of a pussy.
Yeah.
Anybody who tells you they don't hurt's a fucking liar.
Boy,
they hurt. Like I got my armpit tattooed. That shit hurts.
A friend of mine, when we were in the last tat party I was allowed to go to, she's got this thing that starts like from here and it comes right up. Well, she sat there and was talking like nothing was happening. She literally does not feel tattooed. Like
I had my ribs done.
I didn't believe it until I seen it. And she sat there like fucking all up here, like just talking away.
Women have a higher pain tolerance, man. When I had my armpit done, like it doesn't go all the way down, but it goes like right in there. And I didn't move. I didn't move the whole time.
Without thinking I'm dying.
Okay, show me a needle on my way.
I don't know how. Like this is as far down as I'll go, right? But like I'm tattooed pretty far down. My sternum and the inside of my finger were probably right.
Cool.
It's a bar tattoo. My sternum and the inside of my finger were probably the most painful, but I have a crack in my sternum. So when Justin was tattooing over the crack, after 2 hours, I tapped out. But that's the shortest sitting I've had is the 2 hours on my sternum. And like right here, my neck was kind of
sore.
Yeah, right on your trach. That's not.
I can't have that done because of my metal plate that I have that runs down. AJ says he'll do it, but I'm like, no, you'll go right beside it. That's cool, man.
I don't, dude. That would like vibrate your body.
That's as close as I got. Right there to my.
I kind of want to see that though.
Yeah, one day.
No, I want to see them tattoo your plate.
Oh yeah, that's enough for now. That's for the other channel that we've talked about. That's over on MySpace, baby.
Maybe, you know what? You just came up with another good show idea. Maybe we could like interview musicians while they're getting tattooed.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that already. I've done 2 shows while getting tattooed way back in the day. Our older fans or our original fans will know that, right?
Yeah. But like, I mean, I have 2 tattoo artists that are sponsoring me. So maybe we could work something out with one of them.
Maybe.
Maybe I could talk to Justin and see if he wants to do a show.
Yeah, maybe. Like, see what you do.
I mean,
do what you do.
What?
We are now officially an entertainment company. So.
I know. And I guess we should announce that we do have a new contact email.
Yes.
And it's contact@TneBoneYard.com. That was so fun that was so fun for Brandon and I to buy. I was so excited to tell you about that.
Yeah.
And then you didn't answer the goddamn phone.
No, fuck that. Right?
Brandon and I spent 6 hours working together one day, which is unheard of, right? Usually when Brandon and I work together, it's on Restream, it's the three of us, whatever. And TJ's like, I gotta go. Brandon was like, I got 5 minutes. I was like, okay, I have 5 minutes too. It turned into 6 hours.
Yeah, I laughed.
I'll certainly not be doing that tonight.
Yeah, it turned in, and it was, I tell you, man, it was such a productive 6 hours because all the work that TJ's done by himself, all the work I've done by myself, all the work that Brandon has done by himself, all three of us.
Huge amount in the backstage and showing us the proper way to fucking do what we're doing, right? So
and he's teaching us a lot of technical. I can't believe it. He's 20 years younger than us, and he's teaching us how to do everything.
The man that built my computer has been showing me a lot of shit too and stuff, right? So
shout out to my cousin Eric, even though he hates it.
Yeah, well, shout out to you, buddy. Love you, man.
See, I can do it. I'm his cousin. He can't yell at me.
Yeah, right. A little shout out to fucking RDM bringing us mud wipes for all your dirty deeds.
Speaking of shout outs, man, is there anybody you want to shout out to?
I've not got anybody in particular, no.
Myself?
I love me.
Shout out to myself because I'm awesome.
I didn't take myself that seriously. Just shout out to the fans, I suppose, really, to be honest with you. Yours and mine. Shout out to, obviously, the other half.
Yeah.
But apart from that, exactly. Anyway, I will actually have to think about going. It's getting close to my bedtime, unfortunately, because I'm up at 6 in the morning.
I know. I go to bed at 8:30 and I get up at 5 on purpose.
Unfortunately, I usually go to bed at midnight and I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I start my new fucking training Monday, so I'm up at 4:30 now every fucking day.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of gross.
I go to work, and then I go to work, and then I get home, and we do this for 20 fucking days straight.
And we love every minute of it. All right, well, you and I are friends on Facebook, so how about sometime this week we will hammer out a time for a 5-minute call, and I will tell you all about Sofa City Sounds.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah.
So that means, TJ, that we're on to 15 books, because if I put one in from Scotland, I just have to make
I don't write books. I can't even write.
No, we have 15 books to produce.
I know. I'll be there in the background.
I have to write them all, but we have 15 books to produce.
Yeah.
You know,
so,
leave it for the woman to do all the work.
Yep.
I don't feel bad. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah. I don't feel bad. Not one bit, right?
Me so no.
No, right.
It's hard to believe this guy's one of my favorite people, eh?
All
right, well, we will let you go, sir. And TJ, I'll keep you backstage for 5 minutes. I can't stay too long because the kid's on her way home. And
I'm going to switch my phone so I can go down and have a smoke and shit. So.
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right, man.
All right.
So glad to finally get you on the show. I know it was like 2-3 years, and we've never even thought about it till the other day.
Exactly.
Come on the show, man. All right. So
it's typical
honor. It was a pleasure having you on here, man. Here's one spot we can find your music, and I'll post up some of your YouTube stuff and share it up on the channel.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. It's been great. It's great having been on here. Like, it's been more chilled and relaxed than just having a bit of a
I know some interviews they fucking have like questions and this and that. It's like.
Some of our interviews turn out that way just because that's the way the musicians are, and they kind of like, it's bang, 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 and then it's done. But most of the time, we just like to have a good time, right? And I really appreciate
those interviews. The when you had the same when you ask a question that they've asked in the last fucking 10 interviews, they don't want to answer that stupid fucking question anymore, man. I don't want to ask that question either. I want to know like other shit, like so. That's how we roll,
Exactly.
But let me take us out of here and play loud, play proud, people. And don't forget, it's beach season. Beach is that way, right? Play loud.